Curry leaves plant is an easy to grow permanent plant that grow in summers, but in winters their resting time starts, and that's why we need to be very careful with a few things, otherwise it can be fatal for curry leaf plant. So in this video we will discuss all about curry leaf plant care in winters, including what should we do and what we should avoid. So keep watching this video and do subscribe to our channel. Curry leaf plant is a leaf producing tree like permanent plant that can be grown in pots. It's basically grown because of the use of its leaves in cooking. It's an outdoor plant that can grow up to 15 feet high, but you can also grow them in pots. Curry leaves plant is a hardy plant that can bear up to 3 to 5 degrees Celsius of temperature, but below that you should consider moving your curry leaf plant indoors. It grows very well in summers, but winter days is its resting time and you should be careful. Simply follow this video point by point. The first and the most important thing in curry leaf plant winter care is the dormancy management. Curry leaf plant is a tropical area plant and its growing season starts in the early springs and continue up to late summers. But as soon as the temperature drops up to 20 degrees in winters, the plant gradually slows down its growth and became a little dormant. But the good news is that it can pass this phase very easily. Just remember, it's the resting time of the plant, so the growth will be almost zero, and that's totally a normal thing. Give it some time. As the springs warm up the environment, it will start its new growth again. Another important thing in curry leaves plant care is placing it in an ideal spot. So in general, a sunny spot is great for curry leaves healthy growth, but as it's winters and sunlight might be unavailable, so here what we can do is that move the pot to a shaded area where the frost don't directly touches your curry leaf plant. Or if possible, you can also move it indoors somewhere warm. Just don't place it in an open area, otherwise the plant may drop all of its leaves, but still it will survive. So hope you got the idea. Another important thing to understand in curry leaf plant winter care is the right watering technique. As winters is the resting time of curry leaf plant, that's why plant needs very less moisture. You will notice the soil dries very rarely in winters. It's just because the plant is not actively using the moisture. So here the best practice is that you have to wait until the top layer of soil dries out. As you feel it's dry, then you can water. There is no need to water daily or weekly. Hope you got the idea. Here you can also subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Another thing that can affect the curry leaf plant very badly is its soil mix. Just imagine your soil mix is not letting the extra moisture to get out of the pot. So here there is a high chance of waterlogging, which will ultimately causes a shock on the plant. So here make sure the soil of your curry leaves plant is well draining, loose and fertile. This will help the plant to tackle with many issues like overwatering, stress and choke, etc. You can buy a good mixture from the description box link, or a video is also added in the description box to help you make a good mixture at home by yourself. Another common confusion of beginners about curry leaf plant is that should we fertilize the plant during the dormancy time or not. So here you should know that the plant is not actively growing, that's why the nutrients requirement is very less. You can simply use a balanced fertilizer like this one about once a month. This will help the plant if it needs some nutrition, even avoiding the over-fertilization problem at the same time. You can also make it at home. It works very well for curry leaf plant. Video on this fertilizer is linked in the description box and I button. Follow that and use once a month in winters and every 2 weeks in the summers. Now let's talk a little about some common problems you may face while growing curry leaf plant in winters. First thing that will definitely appear is its yellowing leaves. The change of season causes this problem, but could be due to many other reasons too. There is no need to worry. Check out the complete step-by-step yellow leaves treatment guide from the description box link. Other than yellow leaves, slow and stunted growth, dropping of leaves can appear too, but that's just due to the dormancy time. Due to unfavorable condition, curry leaves plant can also encountered with pests. Their treatment guides are also linked in the description box. But if the pest persists, you can also check out an e-book on a proven pest control technique that will help you cure any type of pest on any of your plants. It's also linked in the description box. Must check it out. In winters, there are a few things you should never do, otherwise the plant may die. The first thing is that don't prune your curry leaves plant in winters. The best time to prune is in its growing season, that is summers. The next thing is that don't repot your curry leaves plant in winters. This is not the right time for this. Try to do this in the springs or in the rainy season at the evening time. Another thing that you shouldn't do in winters is their propagation. You can do this in summers or in rains whenever you like, but avoid in winters. Fertilizing curry leaves plant too much in winters is not a good idea, so try to avoid this. This fertilizer only once a month is all it needs, so be careful. So it's all about curry leaves plant winter care. Another permanent and hardy plant is agave plant that you can also consider growing in your space. Here is the video on agave plant. Must check it out and do subscribe to our channel.